Jordan-Hare Stadium, one of the most intimidating and passionate environments in all of college football. More than 87,000 will be watching that eagle fly overhead and getting set to back their beloved Auburn Tigers. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, a team ready to put on a show. Taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The kickoff team out there getting set. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. So the Auburn Tigers offense will start this game off. Here he comes, and obviously defense is always going to be aware of a quarterback, but boy, he finds a way to put defenses on their heels all the time, David.
I mean, what can't he do? He's got the weapons, he's got the confidence, he's got the experience. Jesse, these kind of guys are so hard to defend.
You're right. They better be able to find a way to get pressure on him, because if they don't, this is going to be a long day.
Complete to the left. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
Big plays in the passing game deep down the field that take time to develop. The big hog mollies up front got to protect their quarterback. Great job protecting on that.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. He wants to throw. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The give to the back. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
Man, offenses are getting really creative in the way they run their counter plays now. They pull different guys. They pull a guard. They pull a tackle. They pull a guard and a tackle. So really keeping the defenses off balance. You can't just key on wherever the tight end is. You got to...
And the ball is picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. On the move, it's quick. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big gain now, but down the road, third, fourth quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They go to the ground. At the 35, he's open. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
I'll tell you, the defense is going to have to do a much better job containing these outside run plays. They better be able to funnel the football back to the middle of the field because this guy with his speed can kill you like he did on that outside run play there to the left.
Inside the 30 at the 29, it's a first down. Looking for a crease, it's Cook.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up and get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Leaves it with the running back. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field.
Hold it.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Now on second down. They'll give it to the back. Not much room to run. Let's give him one to the 33. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. With the catch, it's quick. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. On 4th and 7, analytics, gut feel, or maybe just wanting to keep the offense out there. They'll go for it. Got his man in the middle. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. And off to Jones. Gets it inside the 10, picks up a yard. They'll mark it at the 9.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. Those guys, those running backs come in, they just need a mitt. They put one mitt on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
Really nice play call there because the defense might have been thinking on 3rd and short in the red zone. They're probably going to run the football instead. They throw it, catch them off guard, and now they've got 1st and goal.
Turning to the running game on 1st and goal. And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown.
Open.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. Running it to the right. Pushes ahead for a pickup of 1 down to the 13. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Dropping back, it's Best. Dances away from the pressure, going to his left. Got a man. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
He's just got a knack, doesn't he? Just finds his way out of things and scrambles outside the pocket and then makes plays, gets completions. It's just so frustrating for a defense to try to bottle a guy up like this with so much talent.
And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
3rd and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
The field goal is no good. And after the miss, guys, the score stays right where it is. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Fairly manageable distance here on 3rd down from the 27. Trying play action. Getting some heat. And he just throws it away on 3rd down. I don't think you can give up on a play like that. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They're testing the right side here. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. That linebacker was a heat-seeking missile, and the heat that he sought was the ball carrier.
Great job, great feel. Linebackers are making all the calls in the defense and understanding when I need to come through that gap and come through with bad intentions. Those guys are usually 245 pounds of heat-seeking missile.
And he'll move his way forward to the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 35. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the left side. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on 1st down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Running back searching for a hole. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it a little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the back. Still running at the 40. He goes out of bounds after the big play, but there is a penalty marker on the field. Let's see what that one's about. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. 1st down here for the offense. Back to the ground game on the left. He tried to find some running room, but they get him stopped. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. Gets it out fast. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And a big play on the outside. What a job to keep those feet in bounds and get the completion. And he'll be marked down, but he's got enough to move the chains. They're down to the 25 on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Coming after it. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle box. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Good right down the boulevard. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Off play action on 1st down. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work in Auburn, Alabama so far, and welcome into the halftime report.
Auburn ready to boot it deep to start the second half. And he'll bring it back. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. Not a lot of scoreboard fireworks from these guys in the first half, but they've got a chance here after making some halftime adjustments.
Yeah, and remember, it just takes one play to kick the door open, and all of a sudden there's a lot more confidence again. So which guy on this offense can hit the big home run and break this thing open?
Well, and the good thing is it's such a low-scoring game. I'm still very much in this. I can be who I am, make a few tweaks, make a few adjustments, and get this offense rolling.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort, and right now they're making the most plays.
This is going all in. Goalpost virtually tapping you on the shoulder, heels almost in the end zone, and you're going for it. And that decision will be questioned for a while. They didn't sniff the red zone in the first half, but finally inside the 20. It's 1st and 10 from the 20. Out of the gun, the inside give. Spins away from the defender. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers!
We know football gets harder when you start to get in the red zone and the field shrinks. Who needs that? Break the long touchdown run. Nice job by the back, seeing the hole, exploding through, getting a long touchdown.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of those top 15 teams who did battle today. Clemson was far from the friendly confines of Death Valley, but still managed to scratch out a win. And there was a lot of chatter this week about this group not being ready. Time to check those receipts, if you know what I mean. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This top 15 battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Grabbed over the middle. It's Anderson. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing.
Got his man quickly. And they stop him just short of the stick. It'll bring up a decision on 4th down. The offense in its own end, still needing a couple of yards for the first down, but they'll stay out there and go for it on 4th. He looks that one in nicely. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about, Reese.
You just got to get this guy going in the offense. You got to hand it off to him. You got to throw it to him, too, on all different types of downs. I love it on 1st down here. Just getting him the ball in the passing game, let him make something happen and set up 2nd and short.
Off the play fake. They're trying to get to it. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game, and someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the first down.
I think it's because the tight ends is so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, if the quarterback's patient, most of the time, that drag route's going to come.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half. Man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the 3rd quarter. They got to get it going now.
He's got his man. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. They're throwing for it on 4th down. He's got it. Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a first down.
That's an awesome effort by the receiver there because he didn't have the first down once he caught the pass. He had to be able to make a guy miss. And with his athleticism and skill, he's able to do that. And as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
After an abysmal first half, goose egg on the scoreboard, the offense trying to find itself its first down.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Off play action. Going for the big play. And it's caught inside the 15. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's 1st and 10. Gonna run it, it's Cooks. Keep it on the ground, and he's in for the touchdown. Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, the lead is cut to 3. It's 10-7. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. And for this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going and something can start to build.
And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
I think you run that play on second down knowing it's going to make third down easy. You're not trying to hit a home run. You don't need the big play right now. Now you know third down, everything's on the table, everything's available.
Running toward the tape. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Man, that's a tough play to make. When you're that far down the field and you're trying to control your body and run as you're laying out, that's a really great effort, really good concentration, and that is how you make your quarterback look really good.
Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the third quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Auburn has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Defense in press coverage. Brown will throw it. He's got it. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Ball at the 31, third and short coming. Defense trying to rise up. Looking to throw for it. A little floater there that falls incomplete. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot.
And with that incompletion, it now sets up a very interesting decision for the head coach, right? You've got a narrow lead. You kick the field goal now, you force the opponent to have to at least score a touchdown to retake the lead. But you can also seize a lot of momentum if you get it here on fourth and short. If you're able to score a touchdown, this is a completely different game.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. Looking for a productive play on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down. It sets them up beautifully here.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football. I tell you what, with this kind of success on the ground, I think you two knuckleheads could call plays. I mean, that's how easy it is for this offense right now. They got the ground game working. It's really easy. Now you can open up for other things, but you guys could even try your hand because they're dominating right now.
Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. And I don't think they got it snapped before the play clock ran out.
Delay of game. Offense.
There's a difference between being methodical and thorough and slow. They were slow, and they got the flag. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Gets rid of it. Fires into traffic. Intercepted. Looking for more room. He's out of bounds, showing off the hands on the pick, and then the nifty moves on a terrific return.
And that just kind of caps off this day. It's been a day with not a lot of rhythm, not a lot of timing, not a lot of guys on the same page, and they weren't right there, and the quarterback throws an INT, and this one is not looking good.
They'll run it to keep this clock grinding.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
Brown wants to pass. Fires deep toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. This is a big 3rd down. If they can move the chains, they can just about salt this game away. Takes the handoff. It's Alston. On the move at the 30. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's 1st down at the 27.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot. But that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Movement here from the tight end. They're getting this guy lathered up. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Some misdirection with the counter. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. Power football with the run. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. It's good. Easy call for the ref. With that field goal, now it takes a touchdown to beat them, so you want to pin them back and then let the defense have a little room to work with. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And the offense takes the field ready to go back to work. It's a long shot, I know, but you have to keep fighting till the bitter end, Jesse.
They call it a long shot for a reason because they've
Picked off. He'll try to take it back. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. Looks like the offense will just take a knee. You're going to hear guys after this game say, got to work harder, got to be more intense. You know, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets. And it seemed to me that's what happened out there today.
Yeah, it just never really got into a rhythm for this team. There's no doubt they've got a lot of very talented players on both sides of the ball. So, David, I don't think this is a situation where they need to now freak out and try to reinvent things on either side of the football. Just being in better rhythm early and trying to find that in their next game, I think would go along.
Yeah, and it's just finding a couple of those plays. What do I do really, really well? Let's continue to build on that. Let's take away these negative plays. Let's take away these turnovers. How do we create more turnovers? I think that rhythm you're talking about, Jesse, finding those things that I do well, building on them, and doing more of them.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.